We are live. What's good, y'all? It's your man, DL saying welcome. I really want to know podcast, man. How y'all feeling out there? Happy Monday. Before we get started, man, I want to give a quick Don DeMarco. To my man Matthew Cox, bro, and his producer, the extraordinary, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Cody, bro, over there on Matthew Cox's podcast. He does true crime, but he asked Uncle Saint to pop in, and he actually gave me my first break on a really big platform. So shout out to him. And then I was there today. Spent 3 hours, and we talked about Red Pill. We talked about politics. We talked about the Trump assassination part 2 attempt. We talked about the Civil War that's supposed to be popping off. Man, we talked about all sorts of things. So shout out to Matthew Cox. That video should be out as early as tomorrow. They're really working to get that one out there, bro. Because of the Trump assassination attempt and the subject matter we were jumping on. So when it comes out, please, show some love. Go over there. If you haven't subscribed over there, please already jump over there, subscribe. He has some very, very, very good content. He does a lot of true crime stuff, man. He talks about people who've been in the system, criminals who are reformed now, doing their thing. But he has a show over there talking about this woman who was a cat burglar and had, allegedly was responsible for stealing millions and millions of dollars here in Central Florida. Great video on that. Jen, I forget her last name, man, but check that out anyway. Anyway, shout out to brother Matthew Cox and Kobe over there. We got brother Dinosaur in the building. What's good, fam? It's like, how did they pull that loss out of the fire in the last minute, man? Look, talking about my Bengals, bro. My Bengals, man. Playing Kansas City. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I didn't think that game was even gonna be close. But yeah, we found a way to lose. Kansas City beat us with a last-minute field goal, last-second field goal. Shout out to the Chiefs. Bro, it was turnovers, bro. It was turnovers. That one turnover we had, Joe Burrow fumbled. That led to a scoop and score. And we missed a point after. We missed a PAT, a point after a touchdown. And we wound up losing by 1. So that had we made that PAT, which we should have, that would have had us, the game would have been tied, and who knows how it would have went down. But yeah, we did not play the flawless game we needed to play to beat Kansas City. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. But I saw it. I didn't know y'all watched that over there in UK, bro. Bro, I thought y'all was all about the red and blue. Y'all about the real football mate. Dr. B in the building. What's good? What's good, man? So yeah, we got Sister Michelle's in the building. What's good, sis? We got to get you back on here, girl. I know we got to get you back on here. We're gonna work it out now. The school's back in. My schedule is kind of back to normal. We're gonna definitely work it out. Like, yo, so excited to have you on Mod Monday tonight. Yeah, gonna be awesome. Yes. So tonight I'm gonna be on Raging Tomato. Man, I've been a busy day today for podcasting. I'm gonna be on Raging Tomato tonight on Mod Monday, and yeah, I'm gonna be the guy. I guess I'm on the panel to be the guy, the supporter of Red Pill. I think that's why I'm supposed to be there. A lot of people tend to like my version, let's say, of the Red Pill, the way I look at it. I'm not one of those guys who's like all in crazy, blah, blah, blah. I'm just looking at it from the way we look at it over here, right? And that's why we're going to have this conversation today, man. The end of Red Pill? Absolutely not. Educated Tyrone's in the building. What's good, fam? The only black pillar that I would talk to is Educated Tyrone. Good to see you. Good to see you, fam. I'll be checking you out, bro. I've been watching the clips, the Torture show. I'm seeing it on your channel, bro. I'm hitting that like, bro. And you guys need to do that too. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and support the Educated Tyrone over there on his platform, what he's got going on. What is good? Not your everyday Ashley in the building. In the building. I see you, girl. You said Red Pill is RIP. Red Pill ain't going nowhere, so we're about to get into it. And I'll tell you why it's not going anywhere. We're about to get into it. The faces will definitely change, but Red Pill ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. Sister Michelle, um, your takes from the coaching perspective are invaluable to the stream. It's gonna be a great discussion. I appreciate that, and I'm hoping. My thing is, let's just look at it for what it truly is, and kind of go from there. I'm not team this or team that. It is what it is. Like let's it's helping people. It's helping men. We talked about that today on our brother Matthew Cox show. Men need help, and this is where they're getting it right now. So we're going to be talking about that tonight on Raging Tomato. I'll definitely be over there. Looking forward to that show. Appreciate you guys, man. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Even if you're already subscribed to me, check to make sure, because YouTube don't like this content, and a lot of people wound up being unsubscribed from this platform, and they don't even know it. So do me a favor, check to see if you're still subscribed, and go ahead and if you see the YouTuber yank you off this platform, go ahead and jump back on if you don't mind. It is what it is. Ashley's like, RP gonna have to do some major rebranding and disassociate from cringe creators. No, they don't. The red pill space is the space itself. The manosphere is the manosphere. They're gonna be cringe this and disingenuous that, and you're gonna have people over here trying to run your pockets and all that other kind of stuff. It doesn't change the fact that men will come to this space seeking answers to questions they just can't figure out, and it ain't going anywhere. It ain't going anywhere. Brother Penny in the building was good, friend. Dr. B is like, still subbed. I appreciate it, bro. Like I said, just check, y'all. Just check to make sure. It'll have a new name and end up the same thing. Yeah, possibly. Right. But it's the message. The message that draws most men and keeps especially the older guys around is the self-improvement message and understand how the sexual marketplace works. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into why it is that dudes feel duped after they get married. The reasons why a guy gets married versus the reason why women marry guys. Bro, the only place you're going to get these type of conversations is going to be in the red pill space in the mental swamp. That's the only place you're going to have these conversations, talking about how the family court system works and all that kind of stuff. And my thing is, just understand the game, bro. Like, if you understand the game, you know how this works. Don't get mad if you get caught up in it because you chose to do it. You know what I mean? So simple as that. The topic is already fire. Men need the community. Absolutely. Absolutely. MDZ 1986 was good. Fresh and Fit ruined the red pill space and the manosphere. I don't think so, bro. I just don't see it. I can see how folks gravitated towards certain content creators. You might say Fresh and Fit. You might say Donovan Sharp. You might say member Coach Red Pill. Rest in peace. It's just certain people out there who gravitated towards certain types of content creators. And if somehow they got the game all mixed up, and that's on them, not on the content creator. That's how I look at it. There are plenty of people like Rich Cooper, Michael Certain. I think Michael Certain is going to be the next one, right? I think he's going to be the next one. There's plenty of people who are going to give you the game and show you what's going on. That's just how it works. So I hear you. I can see where that comes from, but who anointed Fresh and Fit or Myron Gaines anyway as the ruler of the RP space in the beginning? He didn't claim that. He's just putting out content, right? It's the user who comes up with these things, bro, and they feel a certain way or whatever. Like, it is what it is. Most men go to the RP, the red pill, when they experience issues with getting women, yes, or they experience issues maintaining a relationship, or they get ghosted. That's what happened to me. I didn't know what ghosting was. I'm an old head. I didn't know what it was. I'm like, oh, I had to go down the rabbit hole to figure it out. I'm like, oh, that's what that is. It's like, okay, cool. I went right back to the fundamentals. I appreciate you guys jumping on. I'm not going to be able to read every single chat, of course. Any super chats or any super stickers that come through, certainly going to show that. We're going to show every chat. I'm not going to be able to read and respond to each one. So, and I appreciate it. We're getting more and more people checking us out. And if there's something you really need to get my attention on, just I don't know, put $1 in there just so I see it. I know that brother Michael had asked me a question last week. I think it was. He was asking me, hey, what's the youngest age you would consider being with a woman with a serious relationship? Because I'm older, I'm in my 50s. Like, how young would you go? I missed that question during the show. I saw it later when I was going through making clips. And so, like this next show after that was like maybe 3 days later, I answered the question for him. So if you're answering the questions you really want answered, like I said, man, you might have to just throw in a quick $1 just so I can see it, or whatever the lowest amount they'll let you put in there, just so I can see it. And then, I'll jump on there. Brother Ted's in the building. What's good, fam? What's good, fam? Always a pleasure to see you. Yeah, please, when you come in, like that, yeah, drop a like if you don't mind, and a comment if you don't mind. Appreciate that, brother Don. Appreciate you. Yeah. Fresh and Fit managed to get themselves banned from Twitch. I don't know how easy or how difficult that is these days. I don't mess with Twitch. I'm not a gamer, and I don't, rock with the young kids like that. If some young kids find their way to my content, we like to explain things to these young boys just so they understand. So, but Twitch, I don't mess with Twitch. MDZ is saying, I think no, I don't think Rolo did, but definitely Fresh and Fit. Right. Talking about, things being messed up. Rolo's going to be there. Like I said, Michael Certain, I'm telling you guys, if you don't know who it is, check him out. Men of Action, MOA, Michael Certain, look him up. He's like partnered up with Rolo when they do a lot of content. They do like a Vegas, God, I forget the name of their show. Access Vegas, where they do kind of like an after hours quasi type format where Mike brings a bunch of women that he knows, Michael Certain, and they had these conversations. But here's the thing. Michael Certain's very, very friendly. Myron comes off very harshly, like very matter of fact, in your face type with it. Mike is just kind of giving the data and talking to the girls, and he knows these women personally. And I'm here to tell you, you hear the exact same stuff coming from the women on Access Vegas as you do from the women on Fresh and Fit After Hours, which is the same as you're hearing from the women on whatever podcast. So, it's the same stuff, guys. You guys are like, oh, it's this, is that. I'm like, bro, I'm here to tell you, it's pretty much the same, right? It is what it is. And you coming from a guy who I've had countless conversations with women. I'm talking professional women who are well-to-do, top-tier women. They say the same thing. When asked, what would you like? It's the same answers are coming out, bro. The same answers. So it's just one of those things. My man Jay Swans is in the building. Just got off the phone with you, player. Jay Swans is in the building. Red pill content creators wreck more guys than the women they are complaining about. Possibly. I'm not 100% on board with that. The guys who fall prey, who get themselves wrecked by red pill content creators, were going to get wrecked anyway. So they were done to begin with, right? They're cannon fodder no matter how you peel it back. If you're dealing with red pill content, like anything you're dealing with, you must pay attention to what's going on, do your own research, and most of all, you got to do the work. You got to do the work. Brother Pitch, like the channel is growing. Happy to see it, man. Look, appreciate that, bro. We are sticking with this. The critical drinker told me himself, you know what I mean? Yes, Uncle Saint met the critical drinker. The critical drinker told me himself, bro, stick with it. One day it's just going to pop. You just got to stick with it. And, Myron and Fresh said the same thing. All the content creators who've been out there doing things are like, bro, you just got to stay consistent. And one thing we do over here is stay consistent. Thanks to y'all. Yeah, Fresh and Fit, they do have a lot of haters. Old Joe's in the building. What's good, fam? What's good, fam? And Hornet, I almost forgot about you, bro. What's good? It's always a pleasure to see you. Avoiding Hornet. Good to see you guys. Appreciate you brothers coming in, showing some love. So we're gonna get into this. I'm gonna continue to show all of the chats, man. I really appreciate you guys. But I want to get into this. And all week long, we're going to be talking about RP stuff, guys. Just a heads up, all week long, we're going to be talking about RP stuff. And what we're about to watch is a video from Alexander Grace. I need to know if is he considered red pill? I don't think so. I wouldn't consider him red pill, although he's talking about a lot of red pill topics. Guys, let me know. Is he considered red pill? I'm serious. I don't know. Y'all know I'm still kind of new to this, right? I'm still kind of new to this, bro. Brother Penny's talking about the girls on Access Vegas, pretty much all dimes. Yeah, I mean, if you like the upgrades, if you like, the fake breasts, the lip fillers, the BBLs, and all that. But I have seen some women with no upgrades that were just like gorgeous. It just the majority of the women on Access Vegas, I wouldn't talk to. I'm just not into the Barbie look. I'm not into the fake breasts and all that. When I was in LA, that was something I stayed away from. I'm more of a natural kind of dude, but yes, those women are attractive, bro. MDZ, are there things you don't agree with Myron on when it comes to women politics? Yes. Yes, you are definitely new to the content. Yes. And Myron would tell you this all the time. Be like, yeah, his politics, he's too far right for me. I'm not a Trumper. We'll start there. I believe that there is a place for women in the military where Myron was like, no, women shouldn't be in the military. I think women in the military should be able to compete for whatever they want in the military, but it should be one standard. It shouldn't be, this is the female standard, this is the male standard. It should be one standard. When you're trying to become, like if you're trying to go to Ranger school, if you want to go to airborne school, air assault school, Pathfinder, if you want to be a pilot, whatever, it should be one standard. Now, when it comes to aviation, I'm not certain. I know for a fact there is one standard. It's not like there's a female standard for pilots that are female versus male. But if you want to be, one of the best pilots on the planet, and you want to get into that, and I forget the name of the air wing where you have the best pilots, I think they're called the Nighthawks or whatever. If you want to be one of those pilots, there should be one standard. They are the absolute best pilots in the United States military. Those are the guys who support, Green Berets, SEALs, Rangers, MARSOC. Those guys are flying those little mini birds, doing the Black Hawk Down thing. Those pilots, if you want to be one of those pilots, it should be one standard. And if a female meets that standard, she should be on there. So yeah, that's to give you an idea of me and Myron disagree on that. Not pleasuring a woman orally. I'm 100% into that. Myron says no. And I get where he's coming from, but no, I'm definitely on the opposite team when it comes to that. So now, bro, there's quite a bit that Myron and I don't agree on. And here's the thing. For all those guys who, you guys are out here and you guys are like, oh, Myron Gaines, you guys want to worship this dude or whatever. He's not going to respect that. He's going to respect the guy who can stand on their own. So if you go in there and like everything he says, you're like, you're right. He's going to look at you a certain way. Like, bro, you cannot agree with everything I'm saying here. Like Myron knows he's saying some outlandish shit. He's like, you cannot agree with everything I'm saying here. So for all you guys out here, you need to stand on your own, especially if you're trying to, you want to move in the world with someone like a Myron Gaines. You're going to have to stand on your own, bro. He's not looking for fanboys. He's not looking for yes men. He's looking for guys who want to improve themselves. So you do yourself a very bad disservice by saying I agree with everything this guy says. And for you Trumpers out there, same thing. I know a lot of people that want to have a conversation with me about MAGA and Trump. And I've been doing this now for about 8 months to a year. Like, if you want to have a conversation with me about Trump, you need to tell me 5 things you don't like about the Trump administration or 5 things you don't like about Donald Trump. And if you can't do that, I won't talk to you. I won't talk to you about that. We could talk about cartoons. We could talk about anything else, talk about football, but I'm not going to talk politics with you if you can't tell me 5 things that Donald Trump has done wrong or 5 things that you don't like about his administration or a combination of the two. Brother Vikings in the building. What's good? So yeah, M Dizzy. Nah, we don't agree, but we do agree on men becoming the best versions of themselves. We do agree on that. We do agree on putting in the work. We do agree. I do agree with Myron on a lot of those talking points. I really do. Myron, to tell you, man, like men and women are better together than they are apart. I agree with that wholeheartedly. That's just where we are with it. Brother Viking Paradigm's in the building, man. He's like, I know many men that Rollo, FNF, Donovan have all helped facts. I'm one of them too. And the Twitch ban was haters, false reporting, and was reversed within 24 hours. Yeah, that's what I figured. It probably was something like that. And I thought, they say simp a lot. And I know that's a no on Twitch. If you say simp, they shut you down or something like that. But again, I'm not on that platform. I'm not on that platform. But yeah, there's a, and this is something too for men, because, we're all about trying to help men over here, bro. You don't have to agree with everything I say. If you don't agree with something that I say, that's fine, bro. I'm going to challenge you on it. I want to know why you think that way. But I'm not going to say, go F yourself. I'm not going to, want to fight you. Like, bro, if we disagree on something, like, bro, I could be Republican, you could be Democrat. You know what I'm saying? I could be Bush, you could be Clinton. I could be, pro Ukraine, you could be pro Russia. I'm gonna call you stupid, but you can still be pro Russia for whatever reason. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna talk to you. You can tell me where you're coming from, bro. You might be Russian. Your mom might be Russian. Who knows? I mean, it is what it is. You might not have the information that I have, or you might have some information that I don't have that I need. So, but it's just, as men, we're not supposed to agree with everyone, guys. We're not supposed to agree. All right. That's just how it is, man. So a lot of these young guys, they got it twisted, man. They're out here hero worshiping and stuff like that. We got Brother Jay in the building. What's good? What's good, bro? Bro, how did y'all, the Lions, I know y'all beat week 1, y'all beat the Rams in a close one. How did y'all do this week? I can't remember if y'all won or not. I forget who y'all played. We are 0-2 though, bro. We are 0-2 right now, man. So shout out to Brother Jay. Brother Nijan, what's good, Mr. Saint? Good to see you another day, another fact. Keep it up. Hey, appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you coming through, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate the support. And you guys, don't be afraid to hit that like button. Don't be afraid to leave a comment. Joe Cool is in the building. What's good, fam? Say the Thunderbirds. Thunderbirds are the Air Force, precision flyers. They are the best Air Force pilots. I'm talking about the guys who fly the helos. I want to say they're Nighthawks. Someone go to Fat Electrician and look it up. Just put in like Nighthawks or something like that. Fat Electricians, it'll come up. I forget the name of the wing. Jay Swan. Yo, Jay, you remember what these dudes are called? They are amazing. The things that they can do is incredible. Like, these guys really are real life superheroes. They will come and extract anyone, anytime, anywhere. I think that's in their motto. They'll come extract you. They don't care where you at. They don't care what the conditions are. They're going to come get you. And bro, they bring the pain. And Jay Swan's like, yeah, in RIP mode, like in RIP and RIP. Oh, Ranger Indoctrination Program, guys. In RIP, they made us fight. If you lost, you got kicked out. That was the standard. That'd be a whole, just imagine that. He ain't lying, right? Like, this man just done some real hood shit. And if a woman can fight and win, then she can stay in the regiment. And if she can't, and you have to fight dudes, and she can't, then she has to be out of the regiment. It should be one standard. It should just be one standard. Jacosta in the building. What's good, fam? My XO is in the building, man. Appreciate you, bro. So, Jacosta, now we are, running the Castle Club City groups, bro. So, you guys got any questions? This is a good time to ask if you got any questions about what's going on with the city groups, because Jacosta is here and I am here, and some of the generals might even pop in. So we appreciate y'all, man. We really do. Jay Swan's like, Dio was called the Cookie Monster. Brother was eating that cookie. Yes, sir. They called me Pac-Man. I sure did, talking about pleasing women. Cookie. Hey, bro, don't be telling on me, man. Don't be telling on me. MDZ with the MDZ 1986 with the $5 super chat, man. I really appreciate you. Appreciate you. He's also very disrespectful to the Black community. He puts everyone in our community in a bubble, and we are all not the same. Delete him one day, LOL. Nah, bro, don't do that. Like I said, bro, you got to be able to stand on it, man. Like I say, bro, you say what you want to say, but the guy shows his face. People know where he's at. It is what it is. You got a problem with him, don't watch his content. You got a problem with him, don't make any hit pieces. But, people do these things and they make the hit pieces because they get so much money. It is what it is. It's just the younger guys, y'all move different than the way we moved. If I got a problem with you, I'm going to come see you. That's just bottom line. Like, I'm gonna come see you. And we just grew up thinking if you got a problem with me, you're gonna come see me. Today, people just want to talk. They just want to say things. They don't want to show their face. They don't want to, you know what I mean? But I hear you. Like, he says a lot of things, bro. Like, you want to ask like the stuff that I disagree with. Like, bro, yeah, he goes off on tangents. Like, yeah, man, I'm not with none of that. Like, the stuff that you're saying, I get where he's coming from sometimes, but here lately it's like, bro, it just, you going full on shock jock here. Like, what are you doing? It's wild, bro. It's wild, but it is what it is. Sister Michelle, like, we can agree on zero things. Keep it respectful, and we will be fine. It is what it is, man. Yeah, the Cowboys got their asses beat, bro. Cowboys got. Oh my God, we might be 0-2, but we ain't get beat down like that. There it is, the Night Stalkers. There you. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Jay Swans to the rescue. It's the Night Stalkers, bro. The 160th, the Night Stalkers, bro. Those are the best aviators in the United States military. They are the best. And especially for these guys, these tip of the spear guys who are out here doing doing America's business, when they get into a bind and they need somebody to come extract their ass, the 160th to come get you, they ain't asking no questions, bro. They will come and get you and pull you out of there. You know what I mean? It is what it is. MDZ, he's not white, and one day he will learn. Maybe me and my man Jay Swans talk about it all the time. In the world that we grew up in, you say something, you say the wrong thing to the wrong person, bro, you take that L. Right? Ain't nothing like getting punched in your mouth. Like, in MDZ, what I would say to you is, you'll notice that I don't really talk about people I don't fuck with. Like, if I don't rock with you, like the Auburn Preach, not a big fan of Auburn Preach. I don't talk about them a lot. I will do a video here and there. And here's the thing. If I do a video on Auburn Preach, I know it's going to do good, especially for this channel. I know it's going to do good, but I don't respect them. So I don't really talk about, I don't fuck with them like that. So you won't hear me talk about them too often. I do it for the business side. They'll do something. It's like, all right, let me talk about this because this one is an overreach or whatever. Let me talk about this one. Let's talk about honor. Let's talk about respect. Let's talk about this or that. But that's pretty much it. And brother MDZ, I would suggest to you, my friend, that, like, we get it. Like, hey man, you don't fuck with Myron. We get it. But it's like, kind of move on after that. It's like, all right, I don't rock with him. Like, yeah, I know you don't rock with him. That's cool. And if it's something real, like, yo, man, I'm trying to see, dude, you can hit me up, after the show, and I can, make it happen. I can put everybody in touch with each other. You know what I'm saying? If it's like that, right? Which I don't think that's the case here. But I would just, I would just kind of let it ride. I mean, it doesn't do any good because it's like you giving them oxygen. Like, if it's somebody you don't rock with like that, man, don't give them oxygen, bro. It's a bad look on you. And at some point, people are going to be like, well, shit, what you going to do about it? You know what I mean? It's like, you talking, bro, talking loud and saying nothing. Homie, what you going to do about it? So I would just, like, let it be known. Like, yeah, these dudes over here, they're saying all this stuff about, they're saying some shit. And you know what? The Haitians are massive in Miami. It's a lot of real dudes in Miami. Bro, we were in Vendome. It was some hitters in the club, bro. We were in Vendome, and them dudes were all coming over to holler at Myron, man. They were like dapping him up and hollering at him, like, right? Like I say, he does say some wild shit sometimes, bro. And it's like, man, where's that coming from? But again, I'm like, I don't know if that's just being sensationalized or you trying to be a shock jock. I'm not quite sure. You feel me? But dude out there, man, he's doing his thing. And if we believe in free speech is ugly. You want freedom of speech? That's what it looks like sometimes, bro. Like I said, so I would say for MDZ, I would say, just kind of let it go. Just kind of let it go. Unless, you know what I mean? Unless it's gonna be more than that. Jacosta with the $5 and the $10 super sticker and super chat. Appreciate you, brother. The FBA's reported Myron, and that was the reason for the Twitch ban. Yeah, people come after him like that. I don't respect that kind of stuff, man. I just don't respect it. I don't respect that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? They come after you the ways that they come after you. I don't respect it, but hey, it is what it is. This is how the new generation moves, and this is why the red pill ain't going nowhere. This red pill message will always be here because there's always going to be dudes, young men, old men, looking for answers, bro. And they can come into the Mano Swamp. The man, you know what I mean? Shout out to Rich Cooper. He calls it the Mano Swamp. But you can come into the manosphere and get answers to questions and just, get different perspectives on how to move. Like my thing is, you got a problem with somebody, bro, put the gloves on, get into the ring, and go ahead and get that aggression out. I'm not a fan of going to get them things and doing what the drill rappers do. Because that's not going to do anything. That destroys everybody. And anybody can pick up a tool and pull the trigger. Get in there, man. Get in there. Go ahead and get punched in your mouth one time. Right. And I think that's one of the problems with today's society. Most men haven't been punched in their mouth, bro. Like me and my man Jay Swans was talking about this the other day. It's like, bro, he was telling me like, yeah, man, I was in there messing with the wrong people. I got punched in my mouth. Right. And guess what? I stopped messing with them people. Yeah, there it is right here. We were just talking about this, bro. Like if you want the smoke, man, come get it. If you run your mouth and move on most cats ain't ready. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. So I mean, I think that message needs to get out there. And you're only going to hear this message in the red pill world. When we were growing up, man, like for real talk, when we were growing up, if we had a problem with somebody, if I was to go back and talk to like the grown-ups would make us go fight. They knew no one was going to get hurt. No one was going to, the worst is going to happen. You're going to get a busted lip, man. You might get a black eye, broken nose or something like that, or bloody nose. Wouldn't be broken. But we would get out there and we would scrap. And the first thing I learned is like, even when you win a fight, it hurts. So you put that into the calculus, bro. Like, is it really worth fighting? Is it really worth getting all scarred up and scraped up? Is it really worth breaking one of my knuckles? Is it really worth dealing with this pain? Because no matter what, I'm going to feel some pain. Win or lose, I'm going to feel some pain. But that's part of the calculus. Now that people don't do that, people don't even go outside. You know what I mean? Myron's a fighter, bro. I'm just keeping it 100. MDZ, Myron is armed because he has to be. Right? This is Florida. I'm always armed. We got to be armed. But dude will fight you. Like for real. Like he'll, hold the pistol, like hold my pistol, whatever. He'll fight you. And the thing is, getting into a ring. It's like, let's just get into a ring. Like we don't have to fight out here on the streets and take a chance of busting our head on the sidewalk or something like that. We can get into the ring and get this aggression out. But I'm here to tell you, Myron will step into the ring, bro. I'm not lying. Myron will fight. He had to fight. He was in college. He had a couple scrapes. He had to fight growing up. Dude came from a different generation than like most of these people. But we're going to stop talking about Myron for a moment, and we're going to talk about, right, what's going on out here in these, in these streets, bro, when it comes to marriage. Now, my man Jay Swans is in the chat. Happily married man. Been with the same woman for well over 30 years. I was with them. Was it 30? Is it 30, bro? I'm not talking about being married but before the marriage, I think it's 30. I was there when, in the beginning, I saw him early on when they met. Like he found a queen. And y'all know I don't use that term. Hardly ever. And the only person I ever refer to as a queen is this woman. Think about that for a moment. That's the only woman I refer to as a queen. I was there. I know what they have done. I know the path that they took. I was there when they swore to each other. The vows, and they upheld those vows. Both of them raised, two very solid young men, right, who are out there doing their thing now in the real world. I know how hard that is. I know the kind of work that takes. And most people aren't willing to do the work. But if you get the right woman, she will 1,000x your situation. Minimum 1,000x. Choose the wrong woman, and she'll destroy your life. Right? Ladies, that goes for y'all too. Choose the wrong guy, that guy will destroy your life. Choose the right man. And you're gonna love every day that you wake up. I got to see for myself, watching them go the distance, right? I've seen the good, I've seen the bad, I've seen the horrific, right? I've seen it all right there, through it all, and they're still together. That is where most men want that relationship. Most men, they want that woman that they can love and work for and provide for and protect and listen to and nurture and be nurtured and all that. That's what most dudes want. It's really hard to find in today's world. Don DeMarco to Jay Swan's in his way. Don DeMarco, almost 30 years from day one. Almost 30 years, bro. Almost 30. Damn. Right? So I got to watch it, and I'm here to tell you, it ain't easy. It's not easy. It takes a tremendous amount of effort to have this type of relationship, but it's worth it. Most dudes don't understand how much work it takes. Most of us have been programmed with this Disney fairy tale. It's going to be, everyone's going to be happily ever after. And that's not the case. That's not the case, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. That's not how it works. It takes a tremendous amount of work. Now, the question is, are you willing to put in the work first of all? And secondly, did you properly vet this person? And I'm talking to the men here. So did you properly vet this woman? And if you didn't, that's your fault. You met some girl, you pulled her out of the gentleman's club, the strip club, and got married to her after 6 months of knowing her. And then you find yourself in the trenches, literally. You find yourself dealing with a train wreck of a human who's out here just getting you into all sorts of shit. Whose fault is that? Yours. Because you didn't properly vet. You didn't properly set up your team to help you vet. Right? This is part of this, guys. This is how it works. Now, understand that there are women out there who are just looking to get married. And then once they get married, that's it. They won the game. They know they won the game, especially if they got a guy with the finances and the financial wherewithal to kind of take care of things. Bro, she might let herself go. And this is the first video we're going to watch. We got Uncle Luke in the building. What's good, fam? Tampa, we in this piece. We up in here. So we're going to watch this video right here. And it's just going to show, again, this is why the red pill ain't going nowhere. This information is always going to be sought after. This shit ain't going to change no time soon. You feel me? So let's check out this video.
Check out this video. He gets her flowers and she puts on a show in return. This sort of thing does happen at the beginning of a relationship. He dresses up, she puts on the skirt that you like, she laughs at your jokes, she writes you little love letters, and she has sex with you all the time. Relationships are amazing at the start. A lot of men think, oh my God, this is incredible. This is going to be my life. This is my partner. This is how it's going to be. Wonderful. I'm set for life. But it's like, no, brother, you don't understand. That's the introductory price.
No, that is exhausting.
So y'all saw that, right? This beautiful woman spinning around with her high socks on and her pink short dress, and dude has about $200 in flowers laying around. They got a nice place. He bought that dress, right? So yeah, that's week 1, week 2 stuff. Yeah, this is great. And he's thinking, this is what I want. Look at her. She's beautiful. She's gonna look like this forever. She's gonna be twirling around like this forever. Let me ask you this question. Whose idea was it to film that thing and post it on the internet? You think it was his idea, or you think it was her idea? Right? When you see stuff like that, you got to look at that woman like, bro, is her Instagram private? Does she have multiple social media platforms that you don't know about? These are the things that you need to be finding out, bro. And it's easy to check. If you do a proper background check, it'll show you all of the social media, all of the email addresses. It'll show you everything on that person. Technology is a monster, guys. It's a monster. But the fact is, you're dealing with this beautiful woman and she wants additional attention. That's something you need to be looking out for. Like, damn, baby, why you got to be that dress for me? Why you got to be twirling around and doing all that? That's for me. Why everybody else got to see this? Yeah, I got you these flowers, but that's me giving these flowers to you. Why we got to put this out here for the entire world to see? You feel me? You dealing with a woman who wants that kind of attention, you need to be thinking about it. You need to be thinking about it, guys. That's all I'm saying. You need to be thinking about it. And if having a woman who's sexy and is going to maintain her frame, maintain her body and all that, you got to make sure that woman's into fitness and not just you. If she's into fitness, she's not going to let herself go, more than likely. But that's something you got to look into. Let's continue.
exhausting as hell having a husband who like works out and eats right and takes good care of himself. Because then I feel like I have to do that too, and I'm just tired of it. I'm like, there's no reason for this. We're married. Like, listen, baby, me and you, we can just let ourselves go. Let's just make a pact. We'll just let ourselves go. We'll eat blizzards from Dairy Queen every day, curly fries, and we'll be so happy.
You know how companies will often.
Did you hear what she said, man? Don't be mad at her. She's just keeping it real. There are a lot of people who feel that way, men and women. Well, let's just let ourselves go. We got each other now. We're married. We're tied into each other forever and ever. No, we're tied into each other until one of us decides to walk away from this relationship. We're tied into each other until someone decides they want to break this contract. It could be her. It could be you. There's situations out there where a woman let herself go. She got fat, right? She didn't want to do nothing. The husband stayed in shape. She's mad, just like this lady was saying, well, why you got to stay in shape? Just be fat like me. It's like, nah, baby, I'm going to take care of my body. He's not cheating, although other women are trying to get at him. He's committed to his vows. And the woman, the fat lady, the woman who let herself go, she'll divorce him. She'll divorce him. And he'll wind up losing half his stuff or whatever, paying for all this because he refused to let himself go. Bro, this is the world we live in. So you better make sure you choose the right one, because the way the laws are set up, bro, it could cost you not just financially, but emotionally, bro. It can cost you big. You have to understand what you're getting yourself into. And that's the real red pill message. To me, the red pill message isn't let's dunk on these 304s. Let's call out these chicks. Hypergamy. That's not, to me, that's not the message. The message is this is the game. This is how the game is played. And you best understand that. If you're going to get married in America and you got something, if you've worked yourself up, you're a man of means, you marry a woman and you in with her for 7 years or something like that, she can walk away from you, bro, and you will be paying her alimony. You're probably going to lose the kids, depending on what state you're in. You're going to have to probably lose the house or half your value, bro. Understand that's how the game works. And if you take that chance and it turns out that that's the wrong woman, then whose fault is that? To me, that's what the real red pill message is. It's not about, us versus them, 304s versus, high status men, what high value got. Nah, none of that. Nah, those are just different components of the game. But the real red pill message is this is how it works here in America. And if you decide to take this step, you best understand that. Like if you're living in India, those are different rules, right? If you're in Indonesia, different rules. But right here in the good old US of A, y'all better understand how it works, right? Don't come crying back to Uncle Saint because you lost half your shit because you married some stripper that you known for 6 months. That ain't my fault. Bro, we told you that was the neighborhood bicycle. She's smashing everybody. You married her because she put her tongue on your thing, right? And now she done took you to the cleaners. Uncle Luke with the $20 super chat, man. Appreciate you, bro. It's like, man, I got to show my goddamn saying some love. Appreciate it. RP ain't never going to end. That's a fact. Men will always need this content. Listening to you while just getting off work, fresh in mind and genuine, even though I disagree with some things. And that's where I am too. And thank you again, bro. I appreciate the $20, man. That's you know how we gonna do that, man. That's gonna go to the that's gonna go to the 304 fund. No, I'm kidding. That money goes right back into the content, guys. We get this bread, the money goes right back into the content. I gotta pay for this camera and these lights, and I'm gonna need another desk here pretty soon. My setup is growing. I'm gonna need another desk, and I got a bunch of other stuff. So I really appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. And y'all look forward. Hey man, maybe the last Thursday of this month, bro. I'm doing Love Jones. I'm gonna go to Love Jones, man. So if you free, man, pull up the last Thursday of this month. I'm doing Love Jones. So it's gonna be if you could pull up, man, for real. Let's get a drink. Definitely break bread. So to me, that's the real thing in red pill. The real red pill truth is you might marry a woman who is going to let herself go. You might marry a woman who will miss the attention she was getting when she was single. So the vetting process is extremely important, guys. Extremely important. Yakafara 666. Donovan got me to cry for about 5 minutes the first 2 times I watched him 5 years ago. I saw immediately that he wasn't wrong, and I should listen. DS, FNF, John MLD, and more saved 3 lives in 1. Hey, bro, there's people out there who need to hear this message. This message ain't going anywhere. Will the faces change? Will the names change? Of course. But the core message will always be there because it's needed. It's needed. You know what I mean? Like Donovan Sharp. I've met Donovan Sharp, man. I like Donovan Sharp, man. He's good people, man. Whenever we get together, bro, we laugh. It's like, again, you see the old heads, but a lot of Donovan Sharp caught hell when he married old girl. What is it, Devin? When he married Devin, he caught hell, right? But at the end of the day, he's happy. And that's another thing too. This information, if used properly, bro, you will be able to maneuver to get what you want. And hopefully you do it in such a way that it works for you. That's it. There are no guarantees. It's going to go the way it's going to go, right? But at least you know, right? At least you know. Let's continue.
For you, special deals for like the first 3 months, like 50% off on all your orders. It's designed to get you hooked, but once you're committed, then the quality of the customer service starts to drop off. The price increases and you just feel taken for granted. You feel a lot less valued as a customer because they're not trying to attract you anymore. They've already got you. Dating a woman can be a lot like that. In the beginning, it's all favors and sweet gestures and like little cutesy behaviors. All this effort that's so feminine and adorable. But then once you get married, most of that's going to be gone. She's going to gain weight. She's going to stop doing all those favors, stop being so openly loving. And I guarantee your sex life is going to drop off. And let's talk about that because a lot of men resent how much effort it takes for them to gain access to sex in the dating market. And that's one of their major motivations to get married is to gain access to effort-free sex. They think it's done. It's over. I found my partner. I love her. She loves me. Now we can just have sex all the time. Marriage is going to be great. That is not reality. Have a look at this graph. So what you're looking at here is the number of times that people are having sex broken down by marital status. And you can see here in the blue and the purple that adults who have never been married are actually having more sex than married adults. So how much sex are married people having? Well, let's take a look. A lot of guys with a high libido think, okay, I can probably make do with just having sex 4 times a week. That's enough for me. But do they realize that that's only 5% of married couples? So they think, okay, I'll compromise further. I'll just have sex 2 or 3 times. But still, only 16% of married couples have sex that frequently. Having sex once per week, that's 25%. Once per month, 17%. 3 to 2 times per month, 19%. And then you've got some statistics on people who have it like 1 or 2 times a year or just don't have sex at all. That might all sound bad, but that data was actually pretty optimistic. I found other research that said that couples who have sex once a week only make up 26% of married couples. Most couples say that they have sex 1 to 2 times per month or less. Now, you
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that?
You know what? That makes me mad.
That's what those dudes are thinking, right? That's what those dudes. I got married to you to have access to the Foxy Brown 1 to 2 times a month. What? Brother Pablo in the building, man. Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. This is for the new desk in the 304 fund, bro. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, bro. Oh my goodness, man. So you got guys who are out here, you know, the whole point of dudes chasing women is really, it's all about sex. Ben would do damn near anything for that, right? damn near anything. Built the whole world really for sex, right? So that graph that he put up there was basically like 75% of couples out there are having sex once or twice a month. Once or twice a month, bro. What?
Houston, we have a problem.
We got a serious problem. Once or twice a month. And still, women are initiating divorce and more often than not than men. Dudes are still, they'll be cool with just that once or twice a month. Now, when you out here looking for your significant other, bro, and you're going to commit, you want to do all this, you're looking to get married, blah, 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 blah. You got to have a real conversation with her. You got to make sure that she's into that, bro. Y'all got to have like, if it means you got to sit her down and like, look, I love you. I want to be with you. I'm willing to take this chance on you being able to run me through the ringer, take my kids away from me, take my money, take my house, take my cars, take my baseball card collection. I'm willing to risk all that. All I really need in return is I need to have sex at least X amount of times, whatever that is. And if she doesn't want to do that, then baby, you gotta be okay with me getting those needs met elsewhere. You're gonna have to have those grown-up talks. That's the red pill shit. That's the red pill shit. Don't go in there thinking y'all gonna be banging like y'all was banging when y'all met. Y'all met when y'all was 16. Y'all met in high school. Like Kobe, the producer for Matthew Cox's show, he's married to a woman he met when he was in high school, and they're together and they're happy and they have kids, and you know it's amazing what they got going on. Shout out to him. He won the game, right? He won. But you got to have those conversations, bro. Like if you're dealing with a woman who's like, really, I'm not into sex like that, whatever, especially, you know, these conversations are ongoing. She has to be realistic about this. Like, look, babe, I don't want to cheat, but you're going to have to give me the green light on this. You're going to have to allow me to go out here and get this itch scratched. You feel me? Now, some dudes will be cool, like I said, just the once or twice a month. Some dudes might be cool with, you know, once a quarter, I guess. A lot of guys, like these dudes fall in love for real. Right? They fall in love, man, idealistically. And a lot of women do fall in love opportunistically. A lot of women like, you know, I'm going to get married. I'm going to fall in love with the guy that can do for me. And I don't have a problem with that. You know, that's one of the things that Rollo Tomasi talks about all the time. Men fall in love idealistically. Women fall in love opportunistically. Like it is what it is. People get mad. Oh my God, blah, blah, blah. Man, listen, it is what it is. Right? It is what it is. Right? If you're dealing with a woman who doesn't want to have sex like that, bro, while you are vetting her, you would tell. You can tell how many times she's telling you no. You think that the number of times that she's going to say yes is going to increase with time and with you being married? No, I think what's going to increase is her telling you no. So you have to pay attention to this during the process. This is why I tell you, man, you must control your emotions. Keep your emotions in check until after you guys get married or whatnot. Keep your emotions in check because your emotions is going to mess up your vetting process. Women tend to they show you who they are pretty quick, bro. Normally 2 years is more than enough time to vet. Like there's very few humans who can lie to you for 2 years or more, especially women. They're going to let you know what it is. So you got to have these conversations, bro. That shit's crazy. 1 or 2 times a month, men get married so they can have sexual access to women. And then to get married to a woman who lets her body go, she's not even sexy anymore like that. You cool with it. You're still doing your part. And now she's like, she doesn't even want to have sex. She doesn't even want to do nothing. Like nothing. Like you can't get creative here. You can't come up with some other way to make this, nothing.
You might be tempted to think that this is not just about women. This happens to all people, men and women. They all desire sex less frequently as they age, as they go deeper into a marriage. That's just part of getting older. That's just your hormones dropping off. Actually, no. This is about women. This is gendered. In marriage, men's desire for sex remains pretty consistent. It's women's desire that drops off. There was an article in The Atlantic titled "The Bored Sex" with the tagline, "Women, more than men, tend to feel stultified by long-term exclusivity, despite having been taught that they are designed for it. And this article outlined the research that's been done about women's declining interest in sex after marriage. A 2012 study of 170 men and women aged 18 to 25 who were in relationships of up to 9 years similarly found that women's sexual desire, but not men's, was significantly and negatively predicted by relationship duration after controlling for age, relationship satisfaction, and sexual satisfaction. What they're saying is that they found a significant statistical link between how long a woman has been in a relationship and her declining interest in sex. Also, two oft-cited German longitudinal studies published in 2002 and 2006 show female desire dropping dramatically over 90 months, while men's holds relatively steady. Tellingly, women who didn't live with their partners were spared this amusement park-like drop. I do private consultations with men. They reach out to me because they want my advice. And I can't tell you how many guys I have spoken to who feel like they have been suckered in by a bait and switch. The story goes like this. I had this hot, sexy girlfriend. We had 12 months together and everything was just amazing. We were so happy. And then I thought, I want to be this happy forever. And so I proposed, we got married. I thought that I was set for the rest of my life. But you need to understand that that is not how women think. If she wants passion and excitement and hot sex, then she'll stay single. Women get married because they want that phase of their life to end.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? He just dropped some serious knowledge. It's something to think about. Is he talking about all women? Of course not. But what he's saying makes sense to me. Right? Even what Brother Penny, what Coach Greg Adams was saying. Yeah, women will get bored with that, bro. Women like being chased. You know, men like to, women love to hunt as much as men love to hunt. Women want to do what they want to do, but once they get beyond all that, right? I'm past my 304 phase, or I'm ready for my next phase of life or whatever. That's the first thing that goes. He made the point he made. If women were all about the sex, then they would never get married, bro. That's a fact. If they just want to go out here and just have crazy, unrestrained, just getting your back blown out, why get married? They can get that all day, every day. They're chasing after the top tier dudes while all the other men are chasing after them. If they keep their body right or whatever, they're going to get that. Something to think about. It's when you're dealing with a woman who's not out there sexually like that, right? This is where the whole low body count comes in. When you're dealing with a woman who doesn't share her body with everyone, right? She's not looking to stop the 304 phase. She's looking for the right man so she can grow with and start a family with, right? She doesn't know where she is really sexually like that. We're talking about women with really, really low body counts. Like, I don't think I've ever met a virgin in my life, like as far as being with one. I've never been with one, but I've been with a few women who had low counts, and those women were ready to, like, let's me and you. She didn't want to mess with anybody else. She didn't want any other dudes. She didn't want to share a body with anyone else. Now, the women who aren't like that, the women who are out there getting it, having fun, city girls, we up type chicks, it is what it is. It is what it is. And they get tired. They get off of that ride. Like, man, I'm sick of this ride. I want to get off. I'm sick. Somebody stop this train. I want to get off. And then they lock in some dude. Generally not the guy, not the most highest status guy that they would want, but the highest status guy they could get, the guy who could take care of things. That's what Rollo Tomassi talks about, the alpha seed and the beta needs, alpha fucks, beta bucks. That's when they start doing that. And these are the women y'all need to be cautious of, gentlemen. Don't wind up with one of these girls because she's probably not into you like that. And if she's not into you like that, bro, she's the one that can walk away from the relationship. And if she's the one that can walk away from the relationship, she's the one that holds all the cards. Because you're the one in love completely, head over heels with this woman. And she's just like, well, you were just the best I could get. Don't let Mr. Chad or Tyrone circle back talking about, yeah, what's up, baby? I'll make you number 1 now or number 3 now. She's probably going to move on. And again, I'm not saying this is all women, but this is definitely food for thought. Gentlemen, y'all need to be thinking about this. Ladies, It's a different game for y'all. So I got, you know what I mean? Don't holler at me about this. I can't help you with it. It's a different game for y'all. But for guys need to be aware. Like, you dealing with a woman, she has a really high body count. Just understand, bro. She might make a move. She might get bored. She might get upset. There's a lot of things she might do. Like, she's not gonna, I don't think she would, in that situation, I don't think that woman holds her body in the same esteem as that woman who only had a couple guys. She's with the third dude she's ever been with. She's with the second dude she's ever been with. She's not trying to give her body to just any old dude. Whereas the other woman, she's like, bro, she got stories where she, smashed 5 dudes in one day. So if she gets mad because you don't want her to, you're not going to buy her a Porsche 911, and she gets mad about that, she's going to put on her sexy clothes and go out, and who knows what she's going to do. So guys, y'all need to be careful. That's all I'm saying. Think it through.
They're done with it. It's over. Men and women's motivations for why they get married are extremely different. And if you're going to get married to a woman, you need to be aware of why she's doing it. What is motivating her? Why do women want to get married? The answer is guaranteed to shock you. I'm going to tell you what the data says in a moment. But first, I'm going to tell you about a brand new offer from longtime sponsor of the channel, Tiege Hanley. Basically, all you guys out there recognize the importance.
And we're going to let the commercial ride. I'm going to talk. Hey, guys, go over to Alexander Grace's page and buy some Tiege Hanley and use his code so he can get paid, guys. So do that. Hopefully one day Uncle Saint will be able to sell some products on this platform. We are growing. We'll get there soon enough. But guys, you got to be, you have to think it through. We live in a day and age where, clout and attention rules everything. It trumps everything. So make sure you're not getting a woman who's all about that life. She's all about the status. She's about the likes. She's about the attention. Be careful. Be careful wifing up a woman like that. Now, if she has more than you and she makes more than you, let's say she's, her net worth is $10 million and your net worth is maybe 400, 500,000, and she wants to get married, by all means, marry her. You got nothing to lose, right? If you're going to get married in America and you're the person who has less, by all means, get married. Get married, right? So don't worry about it. But if you're the guy with $10 million and you have multiple properties and you're doing all this stuff and you're dealing with this woman you want to bring into your life, and she's really about the attention, her Instagram is open to the public. She's on every platform that's out there. She's on Snapchat. She's on Facebook. She's doing YouTube. She's doing all this shit, bro. She's all about the attention, right? And she's not willing to make those things private. She's not willing to drop some of those things for you. Hey, man. And you still marry her? Whatever happens to you, man, is your fault. That's all I got to say about that. Let's continue. Uh-oh.
From Relationships America. I'm going to be reading an article from Relationships America called Why Women Want to Get Married More Than Men. It's a lengthy article, but I'm going to go through some of the reasons listed. The ticking biological clock and family planning and motherhood. We know this one. If women don't stop partying at some point and think about getting married, then they're going to lose the opportunity to have children. No surprise that that's a big motivator. Societal pressure and gender roles, celebrity marriages and trends.
So before he gets on there, remember a couple of weeks ago we were reading that letter from the female, the woman who got married, but she didn't want to have a family. She didn't want to be a traditional mom. She didn't want to, be a traditional wife, and she wound up getting divorced from her high school sweetheart or whatever, elementary school sweetheart. This one, all the way back to elementary, and then she waited until she was in her late 30s. And then she found a guy that she wanted to have his kids and she wanted to take care of him and out of, but he didn't want her. So now she's in her 40s and she's still talking about, I want to have a baby. I want to be a mom. I'm going to have a husband who's going to be there with me. Even though she said she was out there partying, she went through her 304 phase and all that kind of stuff, right? There are a lot of women in that boat today. A lot. And it's sad. I feel bad for the women who get caught up in that, right? It's like, feminism didn't go down the way you thought it was going to go down. You chased the bag. You were out here getting your money. Great. Your partner, You made it. You got a house, you got the cars, you got the bags, but you're alone. You don't have any kids and no real prospects. Now what? Men can handle that. Right? For someone like me in my late 50s, all I gotta do is shave my head. I like the gray, but if I didn't like the gray, I could paint it, right? I could dye it or just shave it all off. I'll go out here and talk to young girls, man. I got experiences, right? I can provide experiences. I have wisdom. I have knowledge. You know, my game is compared to theirs, like my game is superior. No doubt about it. I could go out here as an older dude and women gonna want to holler at me. Even in my 50s, young women are going to want to holler at me. That's not necessarily the case for women in their 50s. Even if she still looks good, they might want to smash, but they're not trying to marry you, especially the type of men that these women are chasing. You know what I mean? And there might be coming up, Dr. B. I stopped it. But that part about getting married, about the biological clock ticking and all that, 100%. This celebrity marriage and trends, I'm kind of curious to hear what he has to say about this.
Such a weird reason to get married. It really reveals that feminine desire to conform and fit in, to just do what everybody else is doing. Like, oh yeah, I'll get married because that way I can be like my favorite celebrity. Financial stability. No surprise that one made the list. Women want to marry a man because of money. Whoa, massive shock. This article has to make you laugh though, because look at the text in blue underneath that there. Instead of calling women who marry for money gold diggers, they talk about the gender wage gap. Like, of course it's okay for women to marry for money because we live in a sexist society. Women don't get equal pay. God help me. So what else?
What's funny about that last bit right there, the wage gap, and like you said, they put that little blue text in there. So, you know, it's not your fault for being, you're not a gold digger. You're just taking care of securing your future. Here's the thing, this wage gap thing. In major cities now, women are out earning their male counterparts today. Now, that's like in your bigger cities, like, in LA, San Francisco, New York, Dallas, Atlanta, DC, Miami, here in Tampa a little bit too. Women are out earning their male counterparts. Why? They come out of college in higher numbers and all the rest of it. So they're not going to be able to talk about this wage gap thing anymore. Right. And these women, hypergamy is a thing. Women date on their level financially and up. A lot of women won't bend that. They won't break that rules. Like, nah, they'll bend the other stuff. Maybe he could have a few extra pounds. He doesn't have to have a 6-pack. Maybe he doesn't have to be over 6 feet, but the money part, he's got to make the bread. And again, that's putting all of the leverage with the top tier guys, because they get to pick from all these women, the young ones, the middle-aged ones, the old ones. They get to pick from all these women. But women are coming out in these bigger cities and they're out earning their male counterparts. It's not, when you run the numbers, men still typically earn more, but that's slowly changing. Real life military is in the building. What's good, fam? Good to see you. It is so surprising how women don't understand with time. Men become better and the options are unlimited. Right. I mean, the wall comes for us too. Right. But look at Donald Trump. What's the latest rumor? He's banging this 30-some-year-old far right extremist lady, Loomer. Was her name Lauren Loomer or something like that? She's 30-something. He's in his 70s. And they're, it's like, what's going on here? Women love power, y'all. Women love power, bro. And right now, Donald Trump is the number one. He's the most powerful Republican out there. Like it or not, he is. But it just goes to show you, man. Here's some woman in her 30s messing with this 70-year-old dude. And she bout that. Right now, I don't know if it's true. That's just a rumor. Bill Maher. I heard Bill Maher started that rumor, and it's starting to catch on. A lot of people are asking a lot of questions, but what are you gonna do about it, man? It's just. I don't, bro. It's just one of those things, man, that thinking of Donald Trump with this woman who got these crazy looking lip fillers and Botox, and I'm just like,
oh, that's nasty.
But anyway, let's get back to this.
What else is motivating women to get married? Challenges in the dating scene. limited pool of eligible partners, fear of remaining single. Of course, this motivates women to get married. And of course, it's just a coincidence that women's interest in marriage happens to peak at around the same time that her looks start to fade. She approaches 30, and then suddenly there's challenges in the dating market. There's a limited pool of eligible partners. How could that be? What could possibly be the explanation? It's amazing to me that they are comfortable writing mainstream articles like this. Women are marrying for money because they want to be like their favorite celebrity. I mean, aren't they embarrassed to admit this stuff out loud? Because you know what I noticed was not on that list? Love. A chance to use partnership for self-improvement, to be a loving wife, to serve a husband. Curious, isn't it, that those don't feature as major motivations from women to get married? And of course, women are never going to admit out loud that one of the other reasons that they want to get married is because of this.
Pay attention to this, y'all. Look at her.
Hi, Dan.
Beautiful.
I just
Woo,
moved in next
baby.
door.
Holla,
I'm
holla,
a
holla.
Supermodel.
I don't care who the IRS sends. I am not paying taxes.
Many
Well, that's great. That's just fucking great, man. Now what the fuck are we supposed to do?
Did y'all see that, bro? Let's run this back real quick one last time. Little shorty with the dime. Looking good. Let's run this back one more again. One more again, bro. Let's run this back one more again. Did I go too far? Did y'all see that, man? I'm gonna run this, and I'm just gonna have the full screen for Brother Alexander. And by the way, is this content red pill content, guys? Y'all didn't answer that for me. Is this is definitely red pill subject matter, but was it Alexander Grace? Is he considered red pill? Let's check this out.
married is because of this.
Hi, Dan. I just moved in next door. I'm a supermodel.
I don't care who the IRS sends. I am not paying taxes.
Many
Ooh. Ooh, boy, right there. Oh my God. That is, oh my goodness. But when you get married, and here's the thing, dudes will marry this woman. When usually I saw the pictures of her in her prime, like she was beautiful, and they won't divorce. They'll stay with her, bro. Men fall in love and they stay. Think about that. They will stay. Right? So idealistically, opportunistically, who was the opportunist in this situation? How? And the dude is like right there. Brother Mandrell in the building. WTF happened to her? Life, my friend. Life. She might have a kid or two, maybe. But Jennifer Lopez got kids. You know what I mean? We don't know, bro. We don't know how many kids she dropped, but that has nothing to do with it. Right? The red pill message ain't going nowhere. Ain't going nowhere. And here's the thing. If she were to get divorced from her dude and get all the money and all the resources and all the blah, 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 more than likely, more often than not, she would be the one initiating the divorce. And then turn around looking like that and go out and have a boyfriend in 3 months or less. Looking like that. This is what I'm talking about. The red pill message ain't going nowhere, y'all. Nowhere.
many women are just plain lazy and selfish, and they don't want to put in the effort of maintaining standards. But they have to get married first because they know if they drop all standards, let themselves go, gain weight, drop any attempt at self-improvement, if they do all of that while still single and in the dating market, then there's a high chance they're going to end up alone. So the plan is to get married, get that commitment, and then settle into the rest of her life, knowing that she has a legally binding contract that if he decides to leave her, guarantees her a whole chunk of money and likely custody of the children. He's stuck. His resources and children are being held hostage. As a man, pay attention. You need to know that men and women are going into marriage with very different expectations. You might be expecting love, companionship, sex. She might go into marriage just expecting to be financially taken care of and a chance for her to stop putting in any effort. You need to know this because while you might have started off dating this girl, you're probably going to end up married to this girl. That's not a mistake. That's not an accident. It's what she intended all along. And I understand all of that information. That's a bit of a downer, but good news. The rest of this video is going to be extremely optimistic because I'm going to tell you how to vet women properly so that this does not happen to you. What to look for in terms of behaviors, values, what conversations you need to have, what questions you need to ask to make sure that you don't get suckered. That way, if you ever do propose to a woman and get married, you can be confident that you've made a good decision with a good woman. If that sounds good to you, you want to know this information, you can keep watching this video on Patreon. What I post here on YouTube, these are just shortened, abridged versions of my videos. You can watch the rest of this video, the full-length version, right now on my Patreon. Just come and sign up.
Like, bro, that, wow. I just, what else do you say? What else do you say, man? And he's 100% correct, guys. He's 100% correct. This is why I tell you as a man, you need to keep your emotions in check. You need to be vetting these women, right? When it, guys are like, well, when I got this situation and, I'm torn, what should I do? And I tell them what Bill Burr says.
Jesus Christ, be a man. Push it down. Push it down. Deny your feelings. Act like you have answers. Do some man shit right now.
And the man shit is to let her go. That's what you do. Those emotions, you push it down and you do some man shit. And the man shit is, you know what? This isn't going to work. This is going to hurt me way more. It's going to hurt you, baby. I know, but I got to let you go. Because you know, as soon as you get married, she's going to transform. She's going to be the opposite butterfly. She's going to transform. You know it. You want the woman who's dragging you to the gym. You want the woman who is cooking you healthy meals. Right? That's the woman that's not going to balloon. I can't tell you how many women I've seen. And guys, I've seen dudes too. Don't get it twisted now. I've seen dudes too. Get married. They let themselves go and they balloon up, bro. Right? I can't tell you how many times I've seen it. How do you avoid it? You find a woman who eats healthy. You find a woman who wants to feed you healthy foods. She's going to get you healthy snacks. She's going to always have some like grapes and strawberries and blueberries and raspberries. And, she's going to have healthy things in the refrigerator. So when you do start snacking, instead of just shoving chocolate down your mouth, you're going to be shoving, cashews in there. You're going to be eating cashews. You're going to be eating apples, like sliced apples with peanut butter, as opposed to eating Reese cups, right? She's going to find some nice, frozen desserts that she can make for you. So you're not out here getting all the sugar from, like a Heath bar or whatever, those frozen Heath toffee, those toffee ice creams. Oh, boy, I'll wreck some toffee ice creams. You want that woman that's going to be looking out for your health and you're looking out for her, right? You're out there working. You're out there, you're firing on all cylinders. You're bringing home the money. Right? You want that woman who's like, yeah, let's invest this way. Let's invest it that way. Let's get that property over there before we get the Alpina, right? Before we get the AMG Mercedes or the Alpina BMW, let's go ahead and get this Ford family over here. Let's get that first. Let's get a few properties, and from the profits we make on that, we can treat ourselves to a Panamera. You want that woman. You want the woman's like, I don't need an Hermes. I don't need a Birkin. I don't need a Chanel. Man, just order me something on Amazon. I just want me a cute little bag. She ain't got to have all that. She don't have to have the red bottoms, right? She don't have to have the Louboutins. She don't have to have that, right? She doesn't have to have whatever brand is floating around out there because she has you, right? That's the woman you want. The woman who is more than happy to go on an ice cream date when y'all first meet. You want the woman who was more than happy to walk through the park or get in one of those little paddle boat things, just be paddle boating out there on the lake. More than happy to do that. She's more than happy to go feed the ducks. That's the woman you want. You want the woman that will come over and clean your place while you're not there. Like, oh, babe, you can hang out here for a second. I just got to go to work real quick for a few hours, tighten something up. I'll be right back. I'm just going to pick up just, I'm going to make this quick $500 real quick. Let me go over here and do this. I'll be right back. I'm helping my buddy move or something like that. I'm pick up this money. And then you come back to your place and she done cleaned the kitchen. She done cleaned up your room, right? She done dusted everything. And you come in there, she done made you a nice little fruit salad. Talking about, I made you a casserole. It's in the refrigerator for later on. That's the woman you want. Is she hard to find? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But she's out there. It's a big planet. It's a big planet, y'all. Brother Mandrell, from what I gather, the red pill message just tells men to be the best that they can be and not to accept subpar quality and standards. Am I right, DL? That's what I preach. Be the best you can be and accept the best. They say women are hypergamous and that's their primary dating strategy. I say men should incorporate a little bit of that. You should be hypergamous to an extent. And what I mean by that is of course, you don't care how much money she makes, but you want to make sure you want a woman who's beautiful and you want to make sure she maintains those beauty standards. Right? Who's going to do that? It's going to be the woman who eats a disciplined diet. It's going to be the woman who likes going to the gym. It's going to be the woman who loves taking walks. It's going to be the woman who's like, hey, let's get bikes and let's go for a ride. It's going to be her. It's going to be the woman that encourages you to get up and do, push-ups and sit-ups. And as far as the sex drive goes, the women who keep themselves together, bro, I'm pretty sure that they want to have sex just as much as you do. They're still beautiful. They're still attractive. They know what time it is. Right? And she wants to be with you. She doesn't want to be with Tom, Dick, and Harry. She wants to be with you. Right? And a lot of women, and I know this for a fact, this is anecdotally speaking, but I've dealt with a lot of women who were in long-term relationships, great women who wound up messing with someone like me. Why? Because the husband literally pushed her to me, or the boyfriend, with the stupid shit that they were doing. Like, man, this woman is doing everything she's supposed to do, and you over here acting up. What's wrong with you, bro? Be a man to have that conversation. If you out here still, messing around and banging all these other chicks, tell her. Let her choose. Let her choose. Don't lie, because you're going to get caught. Right? That's one of the things that Myron talks about that I do agree with. If you're going to have multiple women, tell her up front, I'm going to have multiple women and you can't mess with anybody. Tell her up front, these are my conditions. And if let her agree to those conditions or not. Don't lie. Don't lie. A lot of guys are like, man, she ain't going to accept that. You'll be surprised, bro. You'd be surprised. Now, that's not what I want to do as far as, I've never wanted to have, when I pick a woman, like this is my woman, if I had a rotation, I would drop the rotation because I didn't want to do that. But that was a choice. I could have. That was a choice. Every woman I messed with at the very beginning, I told them, like, I got a rotation. If they asked me, I'm like, you one of. But if I met the woman that I wanted to be with, I got rid of the rotation immediately. Just cut it off. And, sometimes it didn't work. You give 6 months, 8 months in, it didn't work. You get rid of her. Now you got to go build up your rotation again. You got to go out here and do the work. And in today's world, bro, it's so much work talking to these women, y'all. It's a lot of work. And I tell the young guys especially, man, don't chase women, man. Go ahead and chase excellence. Shout out to Rich Cooper. Chase excellence. Go out here and get this money. Because you can either be good at chasing women or you can be good at making money and focus on that. But you ain't going to be good at both because that takes so much time. You're not going to be good at both. You feel me? So I really want you guys to think about this, man. Rewatch this video. Shout out again to Alexander Grace, man. Check him out. I don't know if he's considered a red pill content creator, but most of his content is like what we just watched there. Right? It is what it is. Brother Mandrell was like, I thought that was a myth, but it's true. They do transform on you. Yeah, bro. They do. And I've seen like Brother Mandrell, former Green Beret. He's all about his fitness. He stays, he actually got fat just so he could lose the weight to show people how to do it. This is a brother who like keeps himself right. There'll be guys out there like Brother Mandrell who like just fitness guys or guys who's like really, in shape. And they'll get with a woman and the woman to transform. And it's like, bro, what happened to your chick? You can't keep her right. Like, no, I can't. And you know what? Most people can't, bro. You know what they say? You can lead them to the water, can't make them drink kind of thing. You know what I mean? Brother Mike on the building. What's good, fam? I feel you, man. It's like, deal, don't forget. Picnic at the park, man. Hey, man, listen, bro. Listen. If a woman is into you, bro, she'll anything you suggest she's gonna want to do. Why? Because you are there. That's another thing. These guys are like, well, I got to come up with these things, and I'm always constantly trying to entertain her. You shouldn't be doing that. You ain't here to entertain her. You're here to get to know her. And what you're really there to do is to figure out, is she really into you? Is she constantly on her phone doing this while y'all out doing y'all thing? Or is her phone in her purse zipped up and she ain't even checking it? Right? Especially if she don't have any kids, there's no reason for her to be checking her phone every 5 seconds. Right? And if you're dealing with a woman who has kids, well, that's a conversation for another day. Right? I got my take on that. When I didn't have kids, I didn't mess with women who had kids. I didn't take them seriously. I was smashed, and I was ruthless when it came to that. I didn't even play games like, oh, you got kids? All right, look, you want to come over here and get it? You can come over here and get it. You want to come over here? That's when we have Blockbusters. You want to get a Blockbuster? Come on over here. We can watch the movie. We can smash whatever. I'll get a bottle of wine for you. You want to come do that? Fine. But no calls from your kids. No, I'm not meeting your kids. I don't want to hang out with your kids. And we're not going to be anything more than just physical. Like they say, recreational use only. Now, once I became a single father, I was a single father, then I was like, all right, I would start looking at that as possible long term, but it was depending on the situation and all that. But if I'm single, like when I was single and I had no kids, bro, man, look, I was bagging them mamas, bagging them and letting them know what it was. Like, this is how this is going to work. I ain't trying to be rude. I don't want to waste your time. This is how this is going to work. And they were always number 5, 6 on the list. Like, they were down there at the end of the rotation. Like, I'm gonna call you up after I struck out tonight when I was out. So I'm gonna call you up. What's up? You know what I mean? Can you slide away? She could slide on over here. A lot of them, their time was so limited, they would have to literally schedule the time to get smashed. Fine. And they knew what time it was. They wanted to get it in. They wanted to get their release. They wanted to get their relaxation. You know what I mean? They had fun with you. Get to watch a movie, get smashed, whatever. Watch another movie, get smashed again. All right, see you. High five on the way out. Pat them on their booty. Good game. See you in 2 weeks. People are like, oh my God, that's so cold. I'm like, man, look, that's the game, bro. I don't make the rules. You know what I mean? Look at like, make sure she don't have weaves in her hair. Hey, some dudes like weaves, man. No bat wig, eyelashes, no BBLs, not showing her body on the internet. Here's the thing. Depends on what you out there doing, Brother Michael. If you just out here smashing, she can get it. This woman you describe right here with the weave and all the rest of it, she can get it. But if you're looking for a long-term relationship, yeah, those are things that I wouldn't deal with that. I wouldn't deal with that at all. At all. Yeah, tattoos especially. And like I said, showing your body, thirst trapping on the internet. I wouldn't deal with that at all. Yeah. Yeah, RP is uncomfortable truth, man, for a lot of people. They don't want to hear the blue pill world is about a bunch of comforting lies. That is a fact. I agree with that. I agree with that, man. Right. And again, it depends on what you're looking at, man. Trust me, bro. I have a couple of flocks of chicken heads in my closet. Right? You best believe you open up my closet, it's gonna be a bunch of chickens. Come flopping out of there. I got a bunch. Got some fat girls in there too. I ain't gonna lie, got some ugly girls in there too. You know what I mean? I be having to push them in that closet like the Japanese people be pushing them in the trains. I be in there pushing them in the closet like that, trying to get the closets to shut. Like it's shut, okay. You know what I mean? Because, but that's what the closet is for, man. You keep them deep in the closet. But when it's time, like you trying to find something you want to go the distance, that's a whole nother way of doing business. A whole nother way of doing business. Now, there are guys out there who don't have a problem marrying women, who are single moms and whatnot. Okay. Fine. Do you. But understand, if you're going to do that you still could be on the hook for child support and have to support that child that's not your biological child for however many years if that don't work out. You can be hit for child support, bro. So you definitely got to look at how this could affect you long term. It's definitely going to affect your next relationship moving forward. right? And you might, again, let your emotions out. This beautiful child. You're like there, you like being stepdad and doing whatever, as little boy, little girl, whatever. You out there teach them how to play football and t-ball and soccer and teach them how to, play basketball and playing their favorite video games. Man, you got this bond. They love you, you love them. And then the mom's like, you know what? I don't want to be in this relationship no more. Bam, that child is gone, bro. Gone. You got no legal nothing. Gone. You can't see that child again. The mom want to get vindictive. She can put a restraining order on your butt. And if the child comes to see you, you might get locked up. Kid coming to you like, I just want to go talk to Saint because he was helping me with this. And mom, you don't know how to help me like Saint know how to help. I'm gonna go see Saint. All right, go on over there. Please come knocking on the door. There's a restraining order. You got this child in here. Or God knows what they'll say was going on inside that house. You and that child. It's not your child, bro. You got to think about these things, guys. The game has changed. I'm not saying that all women are evil. I'm not saying that. But there are some who are. And you need to be careful. They are good at their game. So how do you find these women? You got to vet them. You got to vet them. The truth always wins in the end. You're right about that, brother. You got to vet them. That's how that works. You must vet these women. You must put together your team and be able to vet these women. I had another video we was going to watch. I put it in the description. It's from Valuetainment, Patrick Bet-David. About an 11-minute video. Do alpha women destroy marriages? You know what? We're going to save that one for tomorrow. We're going to save that one for tomorrow. Do alpha women destroy marriages? We're going to save that one. We're going to save that one. And I don't normally do this, guys, but I'm going to do it tonight. Don't know when I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to do it. There it is. I just dropped the StreamYard. If you guys want to come up and holler, you know what I mean? We can holler. Red one in the building. What's good, fam? It's like a lot are evil, and they are real good at the game. There's some evil ones out there, y'all. You got to be careful. And if you get caught up, bro, it ain't her fault, man. Again, what do we say over here, man? Don't hate the players. Hate the game. You get caught up, man. Learn from it. Lick your wounds and learn from it, bro. Take your medicine. And I mean, it is what it is. Right? It is what it is, man. Like, there's some evil dudes out there, bro. There's some dudes, man. There are dudes out there that done set women up, man. Done had them take some bids, bro. I'm talking bids, bro. These girls got to go sit down for 8 to 12 years behind something the dude done set her up on. And I'm like, baby, that's on you. You knew he wouldn't shit when you started fucking with him. Right? And the same thing goes for these women. Like, if some woman gets you caught up, bro, and you paying child support for a child that ain't yours, hey, or you paying child support for a child you think is yours, right? You gotta understand that the family law system is slow to catch on. They know women are running that baby trap. They know they running that play. Got you paying child support on a kid you think is yours, and 18 years later you find out it ain't yours. That was Kanye West had that, right? 18 years, and then on the 18th birthday found out it wasn't his. I ain't saying they're a gold digger, but they ain't fucking with no broke. That's the game. If you dealing with these type women, bro, why you mad at her? Why you mad at all women? Ain't nobody tell you to choose that. And matter of fact, probably have people in your world telling you to stay away from her. Stay away from that one. You ain't listen, did you? Got caught up. That's what you get. That's how the game works. That's how we are over here. You mess around and get caught up if you want to, and then come over here crying to Uncle Saint. Man, these 3 old foes ain't nothing, man. You know, they all evil, this and that. Like, nah, man, nah. Is that the girl that you was on here talking about? She different. She ain't really a stripper. She's just there working her way through college. She's working her way through medical school, law school. That shit, that's the one, huh? Right. I turn into juvenile on your ass. You fell for that girl's stupid game, huh? She ran your pockets and you're mad, huh? You think all these other girls are the same, huh? That was her nerve, huh? Yeah. You got caught with the wrong one, bro. That's on you. You a paper chaser? You got your Glock on fire, remaining the G. Shout out to Juvie. Now, hot boys. But I'm just saying, bro, I'm gonna come at you, I'm gonna look at you like a fool. You knew better. I done told you. I done told you, bro. What are you doing? You talking about that girl that wouldn't go on an ice cream date with you? Huh? She took your pockets. She ran your pockets, huh? You mad because you done took her to shake cost too damn much, and she, you know what I mean? You done spend $1,000 on this girl, huh? And then now you leave dinner. She leave dinner talking about I'm tired, and you see on Instagram she getting her back blown out by Chad and Tyrone, huh? Now you're mad, huh? Come on, bro. Learn the game. Put in the work, man. Invest in you. Quit looking for these shortcuts. Most of these dudes I holler at, man, these dudes be out here talking about, man, I'm a player. I'm a real one. Word? But you in love with Shawty right there? Me and my whole team done nailed that one, bro. And her mama. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? I tried to put you on game, tried to help you out. Now you run around here telling her what I said, trying to salt me out. All right, this is why I tell you on here. I tell you on here, but in the real world, bro, don't run up on me in the real world trying to get advice. I'm like, I'm gonna need $100, player. I'm gonna need $100 so you can catch the next show. I think I'll be talking about Red Pill in 2 weeks. You can get it for free over there. But if you want to holler at me in the real world, bro, I'm gonna need $100, man. I'm gonna need $100 and I can help you. I can help you. You know what I'm saying? The $100 ain't the money. It just shows me that you're committed. Like, all right, I'm gonna give you $100 because you running over here dropping $1,000 into her Birkin. You give her $1,000 cash, bro. You cash apping and all this other kind of stuff. You paying for shit, but you want me to give you precious game, but you don't want to pay me? You ain't serious. You ain't serious. Not my girl. You know how many times I done heard that? Not my girl, brother Lou in the building. But before we get to that, we got AJ Salty Balls in the Sandy Balls. Sandy Balls. My bad, bro. I thought it was Salty Balls. What up with you, fam? Good to see you. Brother Lou in the building as well, man. Good to see you, bro. Like, if you're a real man, get a DNA test and handle your business. Yeah, and here's the thing. Once the order has been written, the court might not even let you off. You paying child support for a child that's not even yours. You got to get that DNA test up front. Don't let them write that order. They write that child support order, and then you go back talking about, I want to get a DNA test done now. Nah, 6 months in, 8 months in, 18 months in. Like, nah, you're going to keep paying this child support. Right? And he's going to dump another $20,000, $30,000 in the attorney trying to get out of that order. And it's like, that's the only child this child has ever known. It's a game that they play, bro. It's a game. Right? They play this game. And then, by the time, like, well, if he'd have told us this 6 months in, maybe we would have changed the order. But now it's been 3 years. So you're the only father this child has ever known. So you're just going to have to keep paying his child support. Be careful. But yeah, you real get that DNA test up front. Dr. B is like, oh, danger. She smashed the homes. Hey, bro, the homies. Hey, listen, bro. Again, y'all know, dude, I don't hate the players. Listen, women, man, they want to get it as much as you want to get it. Right? It's just they want a certain type dude. And if you ain't that, then maybe she ain't trying to smash you. But if you possess those qualities, if you do the work, you can be that. If that's your game, if your whole purpose is just to smash, that's how it works. It's like, sooner you take the red pill, the better. Facts. We all know that was a painful but valuable learning. Realizing being a blue pill is a losing game. I mean, this blue pill stuff, man, it just don't work, bro. It just don't work, man. It just don't work. And Brother Pitney, this part right here, talking about not my girl. I got a story for you guys.
Everybody sit down, please. It's story time. It's story time.
I was in Colombia, Medellin. I was in Medellin, Colombia. Right? I've told this story before, but we got a lot of newcomers here, so y'all probably ain't heard this, right? So I'm sitting down and I'm at Hooters in Medellin. Hooters is definitely it's a tourist trap. It's where the gringos go, right? This is in a Legeres Park. Like, if you guys been down there, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? I mean, Hooters. And there's a brother from Chicago. He's in Hooters. Like, I see this, young light-skinned dude, whatever. He heard me talking to my homeboy, and he was like, "Oh shit, where y'all from?" Like, yeah, I stay in LA. My man from Ohio. Like, oh shit, I'm in Chicago. That's what's up, man. We like dapping it up and everything. So dude was cool. Dude was like a cool dude. So we start kicking. We talking about women or whatever. He's talking about his girl. My girl this. My girl that. You know what I mean? Like my girl, my girl, my girl, my girl. I'm like, your girl. I'm like, where she stay? She stay in Chicago? Nah, she's down here. Like down where? Right. So right away, I'm like, down where? She's like, down here. She lives in Medellin. Well, just outside of Medellin. Word? Right. And he's showing like pictures, you know, he's holding up his phone, like, look, man, she's beautiful, da. You know, kind of like girl next door kind of beauty. You know, I give her a solid 7.5, but that's great down in Medellin, you know, because you know, 10s are like supermodels. So like this is anywhere in America, people would be going crazy over this woman. So he like showing me pictures, he keeps showing me pictures, and like, you know, whenever I'm at Hooters in Medellin, I'm drinking pina coladas, right? So I'm drinking pina coladas and I'm looking, and I'm like, in my mind, she looks familiar. Right? In my mind, I'm sitting there, I'm like, she looks familiar. So I you know, he keeps talking, my girl, my girl, my girl, and tell me how great she is. And you know, when she comes through, she cooks, like she'll be she's coming down tomorrow. So tonight I'm gonna be out here doing my thing. But you know, my girl coming down tomorrow, she's gonna be cooking and everything. She coming to the blah, 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 blah. While he's talking, I'm on my phone. Like, okay. Your girl, huh? It's like, yeah, how long y'all known each other? Oh, yeah, we've been talking for about 6 months and whatever. I'm like, huh, she ain't out here like that. I'm like, word? What's her name again? Told me her name. Right? And I'm like, is that her? Yeah. His girl was in my phone. Yeah. Colombian Cupid. Yeah. She was trying to get at me. Yeah. Dude was crushed. He was crushed. And I was just like, bro, man, just trying to let you know, man, most of the women down here, they in the game. Most of the women, and this was back in, gosh, man, this must have been 2008, 2009, somewhere in there. Yeah, like 2010 maybe. It was somewhere in that range. I'm like, bro, man, she in the game. You know what I mean? Chalk it up, you know. Don't worry about it, homie. Chin up. It's all good. You got something coming through tonight, right? It is what it is, man. Do your thing. The problem was he was in love with this woman. He was in love with this woman. She was running his pockets. Straight up. Running his pockets. She was running the finesse game. He thought he was superior. He thought his game was right. Like, nah, bro. You down here paying for half her rent, probably paying for her groceries, buying the clothes she wearing. And man, she ran top tier game, superior game. Now you're mad at her? Why you mad at her, player? Why you mad at her? Because she got a rotation of simpletons just like you. Yeah. Not my girl. No, bro. Yo girl. Right? 100% yo girl. And there's nothing wrong with it. And I'm not demonizing women at all. Matter of fact, if she a player like that, shit, she got a seat at the table. Somebody get her a cup. She can be sitting around there with her little pimp cup. You know what I'm saying? It's like I be sitting around with my drinker cup. But come on over here. Fuck off, fam. I'm gonna have to get a bigger cup, I guess. But don't get mad. You know what I mean? Shit, she got game like that, man. She pimping. She pimping like everybody else is pimping. Like it is what it is. Like you got to smash, didn't you? Now that's the key. Was he smashing? Was she running that game where he wasn't even smashing? She done gave him that. He's trying to wife her up. Damn, I guess I was a player hater then. I hated on her game. I should have just let her do her thing. But I ain't grimy like that. I could have, you know, it's just like, come on, bro. But I tell you this, I won't do it again. Let it happen. Let that happen one more time. I'm just going to be like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Right? Good luck, homie. Because they running them pockets right now, bro, especially in Medellin. They running them pockets. So that is that, guys. So we're going to wrap it up, man. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Miss AKA Lady in the building. What's good, sis? How you feeling? I saw your post on Instagram, girl. You got any announcements you want to make? Miss AKA Lady, you got any announcements out there? You want to say a little something? You want, anything you got to say? But I I just said that the picture look cute, girl. I'm pulling for you, girl. I hope it works out, baby. I'm pulling for you. I'm pulling for you. There's some good women out there. Miss AKA Lady is one of them. There are some good ladies out there, bro. It is what it is, especially for us older dudes. Like, you know, we're older. A lot of guys get to my age and they're like, I want me a woman, you know, in her late 30s who ain't never had no kids. I'm like, do you really? Are you trying to have kids, homie? You might want to think that one through. You might want to think that one through. It might be kind of tough. You know, does she want to have kids? You know, so when you do find women, like I said, there are dudes out there who love single moms and what they got going on. And, you know, like I said, if you find the right woman, bro, she can 1000x what you got going on. She can 1000x what you got going on. If she is an asset, bro, it could be the best asset you've ever had. But if she's a liability and you choose poorly, it's just like that dude in Indiana Jones, The Last Crusade, bro. You drink from that cup thinking this is the right one. And then you just frail up and turn into bones and dust. Then everybody's going to be looking around at each other like, yeah, he chose poorly. He chose poorly. Now you need to go ahead and pick your cup. So it is what it is. Brother Michael, do I keep in touch with Zerka? Nah, I don't fuck with Zerka, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like when I met Zerka, bro, like that guy. But I'm gonna keep it 100. Some people have sent me some of his content. It looks like he's beginning to mellow out. I know he had that issue with the underage girl that he was, you know, up on or whatever, kissing and touching and all that kind of stuff. I don't know how that turned out. I don't know if that was a setup. You know, people be getting set up out here. And when you out here wilding in these YouTube streets, it only takes one incident to straighten your ass up pretty quick. And like, bro, ain't nothing like catching a case, you know, something to do with a minor girl. So I don't know how that panned out, but I never really rocked with Zerka like that, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I said, I met him the one time and I didn't even engage in conversation. That's how you can tell if I fuck with you or not. Like if you in the room and I don't say nothing to you, I don't fuck with you. If you come over to me and I will, you know, I'm not, if you're cordial to me, I'm gonna be cordial to you, but I'll, you know, you'll say something to me, I'll shake your hand, whatever, cool, and walk away. If I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you, bro. I ain't trying to say nothing negative to you. I'm not none of that. I just go to the other side of the room, bro. And if you ask me what's going on, then I'll let you know. Yeah, I don't fuck with you, homie. And from that point forward, if you keep coming around me now, we're in a different territory now. Now it's personal. Like I done told you I don't fuck with you, and here you are. You know what I mean? What did they say? I don't they keep on fucking with me, Black, and I done told them. So I get into that world. But yeah, like with Zerka, but people are sending me stuff on Zerka, man. I'm looking at it, and he's and from what I saw, he seems to be changing a little bit. He's not as wild. But yeah, that video with that girl and the things he was saying about underage girls and all that, I don't know if he was trying to be a shock jock or whatever, but that was a bad look, bro. That was a bad look. You know what I mean? Not talking to a single mother, not taking any single mothers seriously, Dale, in my opinion. You don't have to, bro. Like I said, everyone's different. Like in this game, everyone's game is different, bro. Like when you out here doing your thing, the way I run my game and the way you run your game are going to be completely different. There might be some overlap, maybe some similarities, but what I'm hunting and what I'm shooting for and what you shooting for are going to be two different things. Right. And one of the things I just want to stress to these guys, like y'all got to understand that this is how it works. This is how it works, guys. So just make sure you understand that. So while you out here doing your thing, if you get caught up, if you stumble, it's on you. This game is really like chess. This is one of the things I like about Tate. When Tate talks about the game of life and he talks about chess. If you lose a chess match, you did something to lose that match. You did. No one else did. You did something wrong if you lose a chess match. There was a move you should have made that you didn't make. You made the wrong move or whatever, but it was something that you did. That's how the game works. That's how the sexual marketplace is. And to me, that's the true red pill. If you find yourself in a situation that doesn't work for you, you did something wrong. And a lot of people are quick to blame others. Well, I did it because DL Saint told me to. Well, you still decided to do it. Then you were wrong for taking my advice in that particular situation. It's still your fault. So you got to own up to it. So that's one of the things. And bro, like I said, bro, like when I was young, and you a younger dude, man, when I was young, bro, I was doing it. I was doing my thing. And like I said, recreation use only when it came to single moms. And keep in mind, when I came up, bro, like I went to high school and all that in the 80s, man, the late 80s. It was mad girls. It was like mothers when I was in high school, bro. I remember when I was in elementary school, we had a girl in the 5th grade who was pregnant. This is when I was in elementary school. This is why I keep telling y'all, man, our worlds are so different, right? These bubbles, our bubble is so different from what's going on today. But it was just one of those things, man. I was in elementary school as a girl who was pregnant. By the time I got to high school, like when I graduated high school, man, it was like so many women, young girls who were moms. And then when you talk about as far as, virgins and all that, like, man, the crew that I ran with, I don't think there was a single virgin in the crew. Now, I was talking to my buddy about this, and I was like, you know what? I had to rethink it. I think that there were some innocent, virgins and stuff like that in my school. I think there had to be some, but the crew that I ran with, bro, we were all wild. It was everybody was smashing. It was crazy. It was crazy. And for me, I thought that was the reality. I thought every high school was like that. And no, I see that now with my daughter in high school now. Here it is, 2024. My daughter's in high school now. And yeah, bro, it's like I don't even recognize this. Like these kids are like, yeah, granted, it's the school that my daughter's in versus the school I went to, two completely different universes. But the kids today ain't really out there like that, bro. They're not. It's just a few girls who are, and and I'm glad that I'm seeing that. Like my daughter isn't inundated with the stuff that I was inundated with when I was her age, and I'm so glad. But yeah, man, it's different. Everyone's game is different. Today I'm real picky. I was watching the game yesterday, killing time on my way to get my daughter. I'm watching the game in a bar that I don't really like. I just, it was on the way. So I'm like, you know what? This would be the best spot to watch the game. I really wanted to watch the Bengals. And I'm sitting there, and it's towards the end of the game. It's the last couple minutes. I'm watching, like Brother Dino said, I'm watching the Bengals snatch a loss from the jaws of victory, right? So I'm sitting there, and this woman comes up. Now, I'd seen this woman earlier in the bar. She was very loud, very crass. She was talking about hitting people, talking mad shit, drinking. I keep my eye on what's going on around me. I always place myself in a position where I can see the most of the place. I want to see what's going on. I saw and heard this woman earlier that evening. So she came over. I'm at a table by myself. I'm watching the game. I'm off by myself. She's wants to decide she's going to play darts. Like, who's playing darts? We're watching the football games. All the games are on. She's like, can I place my drink on your table while I play darts? I looked her dead in the eyes. Didn't make no. I'll go from watching the TV to looking at her. This face right here. Sure, that'll be fine. Right back to watching TV. What do I tell you guys about women? If a woman is interested in you, what's she going to do? She's going to place herself in your orbit. This woman placed herself in my orbit. She was interested, and I was not. And I wasn't on that. I wasn't on it at all. And she kept moving her glass around, and then she put her purse on the table, and then she puts her jacket on the table, and then she whispers something. She whispers something about the game. So I looked at her, waiting for her. I made eye contact with her, waiting for her to say it again. She didn't say anything again. So I went back to the TV. She was waiting for me to say something. This is a woman who was reluctantly chasing me. You're going to have that sometimes, guys. Now, look, if I was back in the day doing my thing, just looking to smash, it was right there. It was right there. She was already the wild girl in the bar. I heard her talking smash, talking trash to her friends. She was older. She was drinking a little bit or whatever. She was tipsy, just a little. She was acting way more tipsy than she was. She was looking for some dick, bro. That's what she was looking for. That's what she was looking for. She looking for somebody that she can whine on. And I was like, I ain't fucking with you. That's where y'all need to be, fellas. You need to get to the point, guys, where you are just as, if not more, choosy than the women out here. She was doing her damnedest to throw it at me, bro, and I'm blocking it. I'm just blocking it like a Wu-Dang master. I'm doing my drunken style. And by the way, I don't drink when I drive. I had to go get my daughter, so I was drinking Sprites. But she was trying to get on. I could have ran my game any kind of way I wanted to run it. She would have been about it. She'd have did whatever. But no, because I keep telling y'all, I only fuck with dimes. And that's where y'all here got to be. I'm an old man. I'm in my 50s. I only fuck with dimes. I'm not wasting my time with anything else. Now, if you're young, you want to just get out here and get it, get that going. Go ahead and do that. But be careful and don't knock up the wrong one. Like I said, the right woman, change your life forever. The wrong woman will destroy you. She will destroy you. And no one is going to show any sympathy for you because you ran up into the wrong chick raw, or the condom came off, or she told you she was on the pill and she lied. Nah. You do it, you got to deal with it. Oh, Brother Viking was talking about that chick. Oh, she had a really good fake ID. He wasn't the only one she tricked. Got to be careful out here. We're talking about Zerka. Got to be careful out here, content creators. I got to be careful out here, especially the raw ones. Could you imagine if they caught Myron like that, messing with some girl who was underage? Could you imagine? Got to be careful out here, bro. You know what I mean? So, yeah, maybe Zerka is turned over a new leaf. Miss AK, lady to say the ones that don't want kids are okay with the single mom. Never had a problem with that. That's an internet thing, in my opinion. Now, it's a lot of dudes out here. Like I said, every dude runs their game different ways. It is what it is. And trust me, there are more men out there in today's sexual marketplace who are okay with single moms than not. Right? Guys want sexual access. They want a good woman. They want someone by their side. And they're out there trying to find it. If the woman that they're going after, if she's everything that they want and she has a kid or two, them dudes they're gonna go after her. It is what it is, and more power to them. Just so long as they understand the game. If you understand the game and you make that choice, man, go ahead. I ain't mad at you. And I know people who were single moms that met a guy, and I'm talking about the baby was like newborn. Damn near. Like we're talking about barely a couple months old, found a guy and lived happily ever after. I've seen it. Now, that's out there. That's an anomaly, but I've seen it. It can happen. I've seen it in real life. Most don't end up that way. Miss AK, hey lady, I definitely see the differences in a positive way. However, you have to explain the birds and the bees, the bees, the birds, bees that look like birds, but got stingers. It's a lot. Facts. You know what I mean? Mash it up. Yeah, bro. And then brother Michael DL, what you know about Cableton, the prophet? Bro, listen, we call that dub growing up, man. We call it dub growing up, man. I was listening to Bougie Bonton, man. We listened to Cableton, man. We listened to Shaba. Shaba Ranks back in the 80s. I grew up when Shaba hit the scene. And you talk about women be talking about, oh, I got, the black pillars. A man has to be handsome. What? Shaba Ranks so ugly, I guess he became handsome again. Shaba was just tearing them up. You know what I mean? Champion lover. You know what I mean? There's a song out there called Champion that has like everybody in there, man. Ike Miles, Bougie Bonton, Cableton, Shaba, Yellow Man. Like, bro, if you ever just put in champion and they put in like champion Yellow Man or champion, whoever they had, Bounty Killer was in there. Bro, I'm matter of fact, as soon as this video is over, as soon as we wrap this up, I'm gonna go watch it. That gets me amped up, brother Michael, man. Go watch that shit, right? I think it's called Champion. Bro, it is. They got them all on stage, man. It is fire, more fire for real, bro. More fire, like mash it up, bro, for real. I wish I had a Jamaican accent, but man, Jamaicans, man, like screw face lover, bro. They be out there getting them dimes, man. Jamaican women are so sexy. Ooh, boy. Jamaican women, I ain't gonna lie. I've never been afraid of any woman or any group of women in my life. Jamaicans, bro. Ooh, man. You got to pull your pants up like in the old cartoons. Like, all right, you got to go in there. Like, I'm about to give you my best game. Bro, you got to go in there like Mace Windu, bro. Jamaican women don't play, but boy, oh boy, boy, oh boy. When they ready, they ready. It go, Anyway, y'all got me reminiscing. Anyway, I'm done. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Shout out to everyone, man. Thank you so much for all of the donations, man. I really appreciate y'all, man. Please please subscribe. Break this up, bro. Send this out to people. Send this out to the folks you think might, learn something from it. Don't forget about those Haitian women. You know what? Yes, sir. Don't forget about them Haitian women in that patois, boy. Man, yeah. There's some beautiful women of color out there, bro. Somali women, Egyptian women, Cameroonian women, South African women. Oh my God, man. But you're right about those Haitian women, especially down in Miami, bro. Especially down in Miami. Don't forget about it. But anyway, I'm DL saying this is that Really Want to Know podcast, man. I appreciate y'all, man. We'll be back tomorrow. We're going to talk some more red pill stuff. Do alpha women destroy marriages? We're going to get into it, man. So I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.
Nothing like I've ever seen. It's just a thing of beauty.
Darn, that's the end.